Hi, I'm Erica.
And I'm Pam.
And we're here today at AccuQuilt to show you our new supersized squash blossom quilt. It's hanging behind us. It's made out of gorgeous fabric from Robert Kaufman and also cotton and steel.
And it was actually also featured in Modern Quilts Unlimited in one of their special editions.
So this quilt is made with our 9-inch cube and companion. And we've got a sample of what the basic block looks like. And we're going to cut out the chisel today and show you how to work with that.
Right, the chisel die is one of those dies that are typically directional, so it's really important, quilters, when you're making this quilt to read the instructions on how you want to cut those chisels. So we're going to use two dies today from our 9-inch cube. This is die number 9 and this is die number 5 from our cube and our cube companion set. So Erica, you'll notice a couple of things about these dies. First of all, this two-tone foam is going to show you right where we're going to lay that fabric. And we're going to smart stack our fabric. So you can see here where those chisels are opposite of each other. To get that effect, what we're going to do is we're going to put wrong sides together.
Okay.
Lengthwise grain.
Perfect.
So watch this. Lengthwise grain is real tight. Listen. Nice and tight. Low and wonky. Nice and tight. That's the lengthwise grain. Back and forth across the die. And then we're going to do the same with the half square triangles that match each of those chisels. So again, lengthwise grain. Listen. Low and wonky, high and tight. Okay. We're going to put wrong sides together and stack them on top. Now we're going to use our Go Big electric machine today.
Right.
You could also use your Go or your Go Baby if you have it. So each of those also fit in the 9-inch cube. So I'm going to open up my Go Big.
Now because of the directional shape, this is one of those shapes that you might want to do a test block, even if you do just this one section that we're going to put together, just so that you make sure you're cutting it out right and putting it together right. It'll save you some trauma maybe on the end.
It is. So I'm going to take my labels at my belly. Now I'm using our Go Big electric machine, which means, Erica, I can run 2 dies through at one time.
I know, this is great.
So let's push them through.
And really, we could go out and get a Coke because they're just going to stand there and wait for us. So you don't have to be there to catch it on the other end. It's going to wait for you.
Now this is my big tip that I tell all quilters. If you lift these this die mat up, all the pieces are going to fly everywhere.
Right.
That static's been created. So watch this, quilters. I'm just going to slide that mat right off. And since we rough cut and we smart stacked, we had very little waste. You'll notice here also on our chisel die, we cut off the edge of that corner so our dog ear was cut off. Do the same here with our half square triangles. Yep. Pull it back. And we've also cut off the dog ears on our half square triangle. So Erica, should we put one of these together?
Let's do, but you know what? The first thing I'm going to do is lay it out. We're going to be doing the square that's going to fill in right over here. And I want to lay one out just like I suggested to you, because I want to make sure that I'm putting it together right before I get myself into trouble. So nope, that's the wrong one. See, that's why we do this.
There you go.
So we're going to go ahead, lay that out. We're going to take this one then. No, I don't even need that one.
Not yet.
The blue is going to go on the top then there. And then our black one go on the bottom here. So now I can put these together and take them over to my sewing machine, knowing that I'm going to put them together the right way. And here's where those dog ears come in handy. You know, Pam, you pointed it out to us, but this is where the rubber meets the road, because it's going to show you exactly how to line it up so that you're getting your perfect corners. And we're going to do that right now.
And where we've cut off those dog ears, now that's the perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance.
That's right. So if you put your fabric in and you look and it doesn't look like it's going to be right, you better check your seam allowance. And really, that's a good rule of thumb for starting any project, is to do your test and to measure that seam allowance to make sure you've got it right.
Right. So find some fabric you're not really in love with and do a little testing there. Now this is a great modern quilt. I love the black and the white contrast with the blue.
But you could get a really different look with some different colors on this same thing. Think about doing it in red and white maybe.
Oh, there you go. Those are good Nebraska Cornhusker colors.
That's right. So we're going to press these open real quick. Pam,
Okay.
I'll let you. And
So I'm going to set my seam.
Go ahead and press. We're going to press towards the half triangle, the half square triangle on these.
Okay.
And then we're going to be able to put those together so you can see what that looks like.
So I've just set the seam, and now I've just pressed away to those half square triangles. And look how great that looks because we've sewn them together. We cut them perfectly.
Okay, so I can tell this is how I want this laid out. I can now go to my machine with confidence.
So quilters, we would suggest you cut all the pieces first, lay them out so you know how to sew them together, and then start sewing. You could start with those chain stitching those half square triangles to the chisel if you'd like.
Because then you can just go to your sewing machine and get this done in no time. And really, for what looks like a pretty complicated quilt, I think you could get it done pretty quickly,
You
Pam.
could.
Okay, just a quick press. So, get that a quick press out, and then we would have a blue square
Ta-da.
here to finish that off. And this is what it would look like over here on this side.
So see how fast and easy that was?
We look forward to seeing your version of this on AccuQuilt.com. You can find more inspiration on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, and of course Facebook as well. At AccuQuilt, we help you cut time
So you can quilt more.